Good morning, folks. This is Jason Chance, the race director for the Run SBY family of events presented by Pohanka of Salisbury. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the marathon course and kind of give you a flyover of exactly what we're going to be doing. So if you're not familiar with Salisbury, Maryland, this is the Salisbury City Park. This is the pavilion that's kind of on the backside of South Park Drive. This is actually a really nice trail. This is Ben's Red Swings. This is the Salisbury Zoo. So there will be stuff for people to do after mom or dad takes off. If anybody has the kids, the zoo should be pretty well taken care of there. What we want to do is we want to take you through the course. So starting here at the start line, which is at South Park Drive in Sheffield, you're going to run along South Park, and you're going to go dip down onto Beaver Run. You're going to run through Ben's Red Swings, run up Beaver Run, and then this is Glen Avenue. So Wicomico Youth and Civic Center, Wicomico High School, about a half-mile away from the start line. Those are going to be two really good places to park. So you'll see around here we'll get to mile number 1. This is Salisbury Park still. This is Beagle and Park Drive. This is a pretty major intersection, but we're going to have it taken care of with law enforcement. So here's your first water stop, just shy of 2 miles. So then this is a nice long straight stretch on North Shoemaker. You're pretty much going to run all the way down to the end of North Shoemaker. You'll be on the right hand side of the road, the right hand side. And then here's mile 3 and your 5K split right at that turn. So that should give you an idea. This is one of the few places of elevation anywhere on the course. This is at overpass. And then make a hard right. And then here is your, just prior to mile 4, water stop number 2. Again, we're going to be running, this is Nutter's Cross Road. Nutter's Cross. All of these roads are open and accessible to you to go out and drive it beforehand. This is going to be Snow Hill Road. This is a pretty major intersection as well, but it's going to be covered by law enforcement as well. So we're still on Nutter's Cross, running all the way down to the end, and here's water stop number 3. The water stops right now are open to change a little bit. We'd love to put them a little bit earlier, but we just have to take a look and see who's going to allow us. So far we've got permission from all these folks. So 10K split is right after that hard turn. So right now you're on Colburn Mill Road, Colburn Mill, and pretty straight. You're going to be running on the right hand side of Colburn Mill. Again, here is another overpass. Once we're done with this one, I don't believe that there's actually anything else except for negative. There's a water stop, and I'll explain that in a minute. Still on Colburn Mill, running along, and at this point we're going to turn into South Division Street. South Division Street, the road gets a little bit wider, so we're going to be pushing you off to the side. So there is going to be two-way traffic on this road. So the Google Earth hasn't been updated enough. This is Salisbury University's brand new stadium, so you'll run right by it. You're going to turn left onto Power Street and then right onto Wayne Street, and you'll be running on this right-hand side where all these cars are parked. We're going to have that entire lane and another water stop right there. So here's your 15K split. Your 15K split is actually right at the head of the tunnel. If you wanted to drive this in your car, you would not be able to go underneath the tunnel, thank goodness. The tunnel's right here. You would have to make a left onto Route 13, and you would make a right onto Dogwood Drive, and then left here onto Wesley. So you can see, as a runner, you're going to be coming through, turning left at Mags, and taking the trail back. This water stop 6 is really important because it is our 10-mile, just around our 10-mile. That's going to be one of our major cutoff points because there's lots of places for people to park. We're going to have sag vans and things like that there. If you haven't maintained an 18:30-minute mile by this point, we're probably going to take you home, or if you're a marathoner, we're going to have you go and run the half marathon from that point. So following along the trail, again, this is going to be a really great place for spectators as well. Wesley Drive, turning right. This is Pine Bluff. And all these intersections will have law enforcement at it. There's a water stop right here to let you know where to make this turn onto Woodland. And then this point right here, this is mile 10.8. And at 10.8, if you are a half marathoner, you will turn right. And if you're a full marathoner, you will turn left. We're going to have this entire lane closest to the river over here. We're going to have that blocked off. So at this point, you may see two-way traffic. You may see your marathoners who have finished the loop coming back and our marathoners starting the loop going out. So we're going to come up here. There's a water stop. You'll make a left-hand turn onto Sharps Point Road. Mile 12. We're going to have a water stop right here, about a mile and a half up. Mile 13, if you are concerned with it, there's the 13-1. So we're going to make this right-hand turn onto Allen Road and take this short little strip over to here. And Allen Road, we're only going to be on the fast portion of Allen Road for about 500 yards, and you're going to turn right. You're going to turn right there onto Walnut Tree. We're on Walnut Tree for actually a little bit of time. Walnut Tree and South Upper Ferry are two of the longer stretches. And we're going to be running on the right-hand side of the road. This is all dead flat, zero elevation. It's really quite nice, but you can see we're still on Walnut Tree. And we're going to be coming up here and we'll be making a right-hand turn, so we're going to put the water stop so that you know exactly where the turn is going to be. The water stop, you're going to make the right-hand turn on the South Upper Ferry, and again you'll be on the right-hand side of the road. There will be cars coming the opposite way, but we're going to have it separated out by cones. So 30K split, mile 19, so we're getting close to our final turn. So at this point right here, this is a neat little thing here in Salisbury in Wycomico County. This is a cable-driven ferry. This is South Upper Ferry. So we're going to be running up to this, and then we're going to turn right onto Campground Road, and then immediately we're going to be turning left. But there's going to be some traffic coming out of there, and we're going to have that all protected. So a water stop right as you turn onto Riverside Drive. And then this is just a straight run back. You're going to run from one end of Riverside Drive to the other end of Riverside Drive. Keep in mind, we're going to have the lane on this side where the arrow is. We're going to have this lane all completely blocked off. And as of right now, you'll be running by yourself, running into. But when you get up here to Sharps Point Road, you're going to start seeing two-way traffic again. So that two-way traffic comes from our marathoners doing their first loop out. So at this point, you're going to have people, so as you're coming in, we want those runners to be on the left-hand side of the road, so that we don't have any crossover there. So here's water stop 18. It's also number 8 for the half marathon, folks. Again, Riverside Drive, absolutely beautiful, beautiful homes. You'll be able to see some of the river right there. And then our last water stop is going to be right here at Ridge Road, where some of our supporters are down in that community. And as you run up here to the finish, you're going to run up Riverside Drive. You're going to take this lane on the Mill Street, and then you'll make a sharp right to go here to the finish line. So you're going to run right up this last little bit. And that's our course. We're also going to have some turn-by-turn directions posted up, and we hope that this helps you out.